Hi everybody, Erin here from Grounded Warrior. Thank you so much for joining me for October's Week 4 Total Body Workout. Today we're going to be doing 8 different exercises, but we're going to be changing them in terms of the setup. So they're going to be grouped in sets of 2. So you'll go through 2 exercises, 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And then you'll repeat those 2 exercises 2 or 3 times. 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off. If 30 seconds is too long for you to rest, you want more of a challenge, try 15 or 20 seconds for a rest instead. So after going through those 2 exercises, 2 or 3 sets, you'll go into the next set of exercises. You'll go through all 4 sets for a total of 8 exercises 2 or 3 times through. This is going to be a challenging workout, but I know that you can do it, and there's lots of ways to modify. So we're going to get started in a walking lunge with a standing twist. I'll show you. So for this first exercise, you want to give yourself enough space that you can walk at least 3 or 4 steps forward. We're going to be doing a walking lunge with a twist over the front knee. So take 1 step forward, bend both knees, and then twist. Step together. Other footsteps, and twist. Step together, and you would keep going. You want to give yourself enough space to do 4, maybe even 8 of these without having to turn around and go back. So I'll show you one more time. Starting at the back, shoulders roll back, chest lifts. You're gonna step forward, twist over the front knee, and together. To make it harder, you can put a weight between your hands. So you'd step, twist, and step together. For our second exercise of this set, you're gonna also go to the back and we're going to do a walking inchworm. So we've done inchworms in the past, so you should feel ready for this. Once again, remember you can always modify. For this modification, just a simple inchworm forward and back. I'll show you. Reach up, hands down. Walk it out, try not to wiggle the hips. Walk it back in. Reach it up. That's option 1, a little bit easier. If you want to make it harder, you're actually going to end up walking forward. So you reach, hands down, walk it out into a high plank, and then walk your feet in towards your hands. And lift up. Different, right? Inhale, come down, walk it out into a high plank. Walk your feet in, and lift up. And you would keep going 4, maybe 8 times. These 2 exercises are great to do in a hallway where you have a lot of room to work with. So you would do these 2 exercises, 60 seconds on, 30 seconds rest, back to back. And then you would repeat these 2 exercises 2 or 3 times through before we head into the second set of exercises. Our next 2 exercises that you would do together are going to be jump rope, which you can do with or without a rope, and squat jumps. For your jump ropes, if you have a jump rope and you don't mind the high intensity, you're going to take it out to the sides, try to land lightly, and make sure to keep your elbows in. I'll show you. If you don't have a jump rope or that's too much for your body, you don't need it. You can drop it off to the side and just go here. It's the exact same, just without the rope. If the jumping is too much, you can always do a heel tap forward. So lots of different options for your body. So you would do that for 60 seconds. Our next exercise of this set is going to be squat jumps. Your toes point forward, feet right under the armpits. Your first option, basic squat. Sit down and lift up. Option 2, a full squat jump. You're gonna come down and power up. Try to get a lot of height. Keep your chest lifted. Land light in the heels. One more time. Squat and lift. So 60 seconds of those are going to add up. Feel free to rest as you need to. But that's one of the reasons I gave you 30 seconds of rest today, so that you work your hardest while you're doing the exercise and you recover after. So you would do those 2 exercises, jump rope and squat jumps for 60 seconds and then rest for 30. If 30 is too much, you can always cut it down to 20 or 15 seconds. From there, we're going to go down onto our back. You're going to want to have one weight next to you. We're going to slow it down with a dumbbell pull over on our back, working our shoulders and our core. So the weight can start right by your side, lower with control. You're going to start with your feet flat. Option 1, your arms reach out without a weight, and you're going to lift, maybe reach the hands to the knees. So this is a little bit easier. Option 2 is to grab the weight in both hands so they're on the sides. You're going to start with the arms up, engage the core, back flat. You bring the weight back behind you and up. It's really controlled. If that's not enough, you want to make it a little more challenging, lift those legs up or choose tabletop. Once again, you're going to bring the arms back. You don't want to touch the weight to the ground and zip it back up. This is our dumbbell pull over. Your core and shoulders are working. We can go right into our next exercise from here. If it's too much for scissors, you can drop the weight. I'm going to keep it today. Flex your feet through, and you're going to lower one leg and then switch and switch. If you can't, maybe you lift head, neck, and shoulders. Remember, if the weight is too much, just release it and have your hands behind your head, elbows wide, and switch and switch. Maybe pick up the pace here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you would repeat those 2 exercises. Our dumbbell pull over, make sure not to hurt your shoulders. You don't want to arch too far back. You want to keep a nice long line. And then our scissors, with or without weights for both of those. Do what's best for you. So you do those 2 exercises back to back, 60 seconds on, and then a 30-second rest or less depending on your body. For our last 2 exercises, we're going to come up to stand, and you'll need your weights. We're starting with a ski squat with the feet together. We're gonna hold down and do a row to a tricep kickback. So holding our ski squat, hands come forward. Your palms face in towards each other. I'm holding medium-sized weights, but feel free to encourage yourself to try harder, heavier weights. We row the elbows in, and we tricep kick back and press forward. In, back, in, and down. Now, remember, you can always alternate arms. Do one side and then the other. You can also lighten the load if that was too much for you. So a row to a tricep kickback while you hold your ski squat. You're going to be doing that for 60 seconds on, resting for 30 seconds, and then doing the next exercise, which is a standing high chest fly. These are challenging, so if you need to lessen the weight, go right ahead. The next exercise and the final one of this set and the whole workout is going to be a standing high chest fly. You're going to bring your hands up in an L shape, hands, elbows, and shoulders aligned. Tuck the hips a little forward, engage the core. You want to try to pull everything in and then pull it out. Almost imagine you're pulling a rubber band apart with the elbows. It's working so many different muscles here. Those are pretty challenging. If you need to, you can lessen the weight, or to take it down another notch, you can do a low chest fly where your palms face up, you're squeezing and pulling back together. So this is a little bit easier than the one with your hands up nice and high here. Both of them work similar muscle groups though, so choose the one that is right for you. You'd go through those 2 exercises. Our ski squat with a row and a tricep kickback, and then we would do that high or low chest fly, 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You'd repeat those 2 exercises 2 or 3 times each. That's the end of those 8 exercises, and you're probably going to be feeling pretty tired. So that was our total body workout for October week 4. I hope it was challenging but doable. You always want to end on a high note, feeling really good, really proud of yourself. And remember, show off your progress with your hashtag GroundedWarrior and let us know how you're doing with these workouts. And you can always check in with us each week for accountability and inspiration. I hope to see you next week for our final total body workout of October. Thanks so much.